I believe the best piece of advice that William has given to me was that we have to get our fundamentals right. Step-by-step basis, and then the questions gradually get harder. So start from the basics.
He had this class that
2 months already?
2 months already?
Yeah, I joined 2 months before A-levels.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Okay, two months plus before A-levels.
Yeah.
He retaught most of the topics, like the bigger topics that I didn't understand. So I felt that benefited me a lot, and his explanations were very clear. Before every lesson, we will be given like a summary, so we roughly know like how this lesson is going to go, or how this topic, like what are we going to cover for the day.
He knows the study patterns of his students better than some of our teachers in school. He knows what of our weaknesses and strengths because of the questions we ask. So again, also it's very important to ask a lot of questions in class if you really don't know. He knows the query of every student for some odd reason. Like he knows what a question would be. He tells us that this is the thing that most students get confused with. Like before I can even ask the question, he already knows that this is what is a common misconception among all of us.
Before coming to Orion, I used to be very, very scared of mathematics. I felt that I just couldn't do math. But then William has always been very patient with me, and even when I keep asking the same types of questions, he doesn't hesitate to find different ways to explain the same concepts to me so that I will really internalize it and understand it. This really helped me to improve my math a lot, and it made me feel like I'm not that hopeless at math. The change in my learning attitude really helped me to improve toward the A-level examinations.
We all started from level 1. So it let us get used to what kind of questions like the topic is about. And then we slowly build up to level 2, level 3, which give us more confidence in attempting those other questions.
In school, it feels very rushed, and due to the small class size that is here in Orion, I feel it's easier for Mr. William to engage all of us compared to our tutors in school. So we get more one-to-one attention. And this has really allowed me to improve for both my math and physics, from which I was doing not so well to having both B's at my prelims. So
we had a lot of like focused groups of questions that he prepared for us each day. Then we have we did a lot of other school papers, even though like he chose the appropriate school papers for us to practice before the A-levels because we do not have much time.
Last few weeks, he came almost every day. Then he asked us if you are free, you can just come down to do time trial to go through with us.
During the last few weeks of preparation, we had double lessons. For me personally, I took physics and maths classes. And then every Saturday there's an additional class where we come here and do maths papers. So I saw Mr. William almost 4 to 5 times a week. And then I believe that set me on the right track towards A-levels and prepare myself better.
On those lessons where we had towards the end of A-levels, towards the coming of A-levels, he would have a timetable for us, how many times a week we can come to his center for an entire day to just to study. And then he also during the time he's given us, he tells us, okay, at 4 p.m. you guys, at 4 p.m. he'll teach us this topic. He'll be very specific with what he's gonna do for the entire day. Everything was super detailed. He'll tell us the important categories in each topic. If you learn differentiation, the question types and everything. So he'll tell us which to master and things to relax a bit on, which I think really helped me a lot, especially during my prelims. I think if I didn't use that, I wouldn't have gotten the grade I got.
A-levels, some of them came out, very similar questions came out.
Actually, in a way, we are very well prepared because while other people just do their PYS, we did there's something called which all humans should be forward-looking in the sense that he's very forward-looking I think, because he's trying to predict questions.
What type of questions will come out
because
most of the questions that he actually spot, right, he came out. Yeah, it came out. So, okay, in the sense that it helps to prepare us and make us more confident. Yeah, so that we can go into the exam hall and then do.
I was quite surprised that most of the questions that he spot really did came out. So,
Good job.
lucky we studied and memorized it.
So the last few weeks is like recapping the important points, like the points that we probably missed out on. So it's like it calms me down more because I know like I can now tackle this kind of question. Then when I see in the A-level paper, I won't be like shocked and I'll be more confident. And when you're more confident when you're doing the paper, then I think you'll perform better.
My tutor was then has given us a set of prelim paper based on what he predicted will come out for our actual paper. And actually, in fact, most of the questions he spot came out, and it was so in the sense that during the actual exam, I won't be caught off guard that I have never seen this before. In fact, the question type was things that we have seen before. So it boiled down to our actual performance that day.
Jackpot. The question all came out. Really, this question all came out.
My tutor, he always tells us if you guys have any questions, you can text me, call me. Or during the time of A-levels, he opened up his house to them, like if you wanna meet him to ask some questions, we can meet him like before class or after class or anytime where he's free. I think he'd always be very willing to set aside his time and to teach us. Yeah. Whenever my friend and I wanted like we're doing math, we say like like he put in so much effort, like we would definitely do like the work he gives us.
Very, very, very dedicated to his students. He will stay back and come early for lessons so that we can ask him questions from schoolwork or from assessment books or from TYS, basically from anywhere. We can even text him like in the middle of the night, and if he's awake he will reply as soon as possible. My lessons are always before lunch, so my tutor William, he always has no time for his own lunch because he stays back answering our questions and all our lingering doubts from the lesson.
I think Anthony is very open-minded. That's the thing that sets him up most from other tutors, because not like other tutors who always say that, hey, you must do this, hey, you must do that, then there's only one way. There's actually many ways to do the same thing. They always say like many roads that lead to Rome, this kind of thing. Like, I really like that.
He's very passionate about teaching, and he teaches us not just about our studies. He actually tells us about what to choose in future as well.
Yeah, it's quite it's on a personal level. Like we're pretty much friends with him at this point. You can easily be friends with him.
Oh, true. He's very friendly.
The fact that he's very personal with him, and
he just had a lot of ideas. I had no idea where they come from. Like a lot of ideas, a lot of creative new ideas. Where he always seek like some of our opinions on whether does it work or not, and then we won't really just follow the answers. Even if we think that the answer is wrong, he will always like try to prove it to us in many other ways that let us be convinced by the answer.
Because I was really paranoid about how I do in the exam and stuff. So he would just look at me, listen to what I say, then he just stare and say, "You can do it one."
Mr. William always set aside time for me to clarify any of my doubts, usually after lessons or whenever I texted him, and he was always there ready to answer any of my questions and explaining them to the best that he could. He always criticized me in a very polite way, or like told me I was wrong in a very nice way, like so that I I won't be like very angry or saddened, but I will be I will try to correct my mistakes, and he will always be there to correct my mistakes and provide good feedback that allowed me to improve myself. He always made sure about the tiny details. He always made sure that our details were that every single thing that we do was correct and on point, so that we don't lose out any marks.
Humorous.
Very humorous.
Very humorous. Right?
Very humorous.
Yes. Yeah, very humorous and a lot of
Give a lot of analogy.
yeah, making a story out of passion.
It'll be very fun.
Yeah, he said it would be very fun. And so if it turns out lame, right? Then he said that can kill him.
He's the only tutor that willing to send all of us back even with tuition
Yeah.
after very late. Yeah, with other students together.
I mean, like, he booked a bus back for us, like for the students, like back to
Yishun, the west side, the south side from east.
Yeah, like he booked a bus back because like the tuition ended very late.
I saw him came back with like bags of snacks before, and then to me I was like, I found it very thoughtful. Like I was very touched because like he would come down, like, you know, he actually did like shopping for all the snacks, and then you see him just refilling the bowls, and he had like biscuits, everything, and we just like wallop it up. And then how he would hire a bus, or how whenever if we miss a class, he would record the entire lesson for us and you upload it on YouTube, like on a private channel. And I thought, and even though it takes so long and so tedious to do something like that, he would willingly do it for you. He knew that most of us stayed not pretty far from this outlet. He'd have a bus come down for us to pick us up and to send us to the MRT, the nearby MRT, near to our area. I think that was like very thoughtful, because I always told my friends there, I said, you guys should come to this tuition center, because like you will never see a tutor that's selfless, that wouldn't like be very picky with what he wants to give. Yeah.
He's really very patient. So this time when we have to endure this like, super long car ride. Oh my god. Really very patient with students.
He like 生气 like that, you don't eat lunch one.
Yeah, exactly.
No, you don't eat lunch.
Back to back classes, don't need to eat.
Crazy at 8 AM. Please eat your lunch.
Best thing is like you can always accept him questions you don't know, then after that like he'll get back to you after a day or something. Then
yeah, correct. I think of something. No, that time
I think I know what you're saying.
before the A levels, I asked him how to find the what's that the normal of the thing. Very funny Yeah, at least I think he haven't go and sleep then like he still can reply your WhatsApp the night before. So I thought that wow, this guy good 24 hours. What do you do?
Instead of false publicizing,
You say yeah, it's better instead of like rewriting, then people don't see how serious we are and how truthful we are.
No, I really think that this tuition center has benefited me a lot, so I am willing to come down to shoot for this video because because I think teacher Anthony is really nice, and I really hope that Orion will be able to continue to benefit more students in future.
I think for all the things that my teacher has done for me, that's why I was very willing to come to shoot this video. If my tutor or this tuition center didn't provide me with the right resources and services, I definitely wouldn't come here. So I think that I think it was just an act of like gratefulness for whatever he's done, and yeah.
What made me want to come down to this video shoot is to really give back to Orion, because he has done so much for me to help me in my maths and physics. So I thought that coming down would be one of the ways to give.
I remember 每次我看到一个
的漏风人格，漏风格旺旺学。
Yeah, sure, 有旺旺漏风。
Some I ate it once before.
Still got what 我先不 oh, you recently bought this Oreo that is coconut cream, right?
Oh yeah.
Then we were like, no. Coconut cream and Oreo don't go together.
Okay. The worst snack is the worst drink is some tea that we brought in not long ago.
Strawberry.
It's not strawberry, it's some must put honey one, I remember. He said must put honey.
Oh, chamomile.
That tea was the worst one because I couldn't study properly that day. Yeah.